Hello everybody, KT here with Wise Images Photography, and today, if you are coming here for the first time, this is not my usual setup. And if for those of you who are returning, you're like going, KT, where are you? Right now I'm actually in the process of getting my floors fixed in the other office, so I kind of had to make a makeshift office. So please pardon the background and the dust right now, but I am so glad that you guys are here. If this is your first time coming to my channel, we like to talk about nature, photography, and go on fun-filled adventures. And today I'm actually going to do something a little bit different than what I normally do. And I'm actually going to kind of take you guys behind the scenes on one of my photo shoots where you guys will actually see what my camera is seeing wide angle, and then you guys are going to see the shots that I went ahead and took. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this first clip. So you see from this first clip, you see that I have this wonderful white egret. He's coming in through the sky, and then if you notice, the sky is actually it's kind of spotty. You have a lot of clouds here. You got the blues, you got the white, you got the darkness because of the clouds. It looks like it's about to rain. So it was actually very overcast kind of day, plus you can tell that the sky or the sun is definitely coming up, but we're still kind of in that early morning light. So with it having these type of conditions, one of the things that I had to do is I had to go ahead and bump up my ISOs a little bit, just so that I could go ahead and compensate and make sure that I had that faster shutter speed. So anyways, you will notice that a lot of the pictures that I took are going to be a little bit more grainy. Also depending on the angle that I was taking as well, whether or not I had more of a front light or I was kind of shooting a little bit more backlight. In this particular series, I'm a little bit more backlit. So needless to say, this bird comes around the corner, and it's so funny because when he rounds behind this tree, I actually get this shot and it looks like he's going, "Ah!" And so needless to say, I kept on following him in, and then he went ahead and he landed, and my camera does about 6.5 shots per frames per second. So as he was landing, one of the things that I had to try to do and also contend with, and whether or not my camera would focus on it or not, is also the fact that there was like this branch, part of the tree was here and the bird was a little bit further back. And so my camera had to, trying to stay on him. And as you could see from the shot or from the video footage, that actually he was pretty far away from me. So once he went ahead and landed, I did go ahead and I widened my shot just a little bit. And when I widened my shot, it was kind of cool because off to the left, I was able to see one of the nests in the image as well. All right, so I went ahead and kept on walking down the boardwalk a little bit, and off to the right there were some American coots, and then I also noticed that there was some ducks there. These are blue-winged teal ducks, and they're absolutely stunning. And I noticed that they were kind of bathing themselves, and so I went ahead and I focused on this one. And we've actually talked about this particular picture before. We talked about how do we get that beautiful bokeh in the background, and how actually it was harder for me to get the bokeh because I was up on the boardwalk and shooting down to the ducks, so I wasn't more level and able to shoot a little bit further where there was more, the background was a little bit further away, which would make it a little bit more creamier in that background. But anyways, I did went ahead and I got a few great pictures of this duck, even though I was up high. I also thought the picture was kind of cool because you could also, because I was actually up high, I did get a different advantage because I actually could see his feet in the water, which I thought was really kind of awesome. And then I love this one where his wings are out, but then the tips are up. I thought that was kind of cool. And there is this motion blur on it. And sometimes, we're always wanting to get that really super sharp image, right? However, if you allow there to be a little bit of motion blur, it actually shows that there's that motion going on with that particular image. And so when you're looking at this image with his wings out and his tips up, you can see that he is definitely in the process of moving his feathers around. So I didn't quite completely freeze that image there. Next up, after I got done photographing the blue-winged teal duck. I kept on going down the boardwalk, and all of a sudden I had these guys that were just like, hey lady, you're not gonna go past here, you're gonna be stuck on the boardwalk forever. And these black vultures were just like standing right there in the middle of the way. But what you notice is, one, I did get down really low so that I could be eye level with them. You'll notice in the first part of when I got down low, you can tell that my lens is fully extended. And the reason why I bring this up is because I'm going to talk about compression. When you look at this image here that I took, you can see how creamy the background is. And then you'll notice that I actually pull my lens back just a hair, because now I actually wanted to get more of the vultures and get a little bit more of the scene. Now you can actually see the grasses in the back, and you can kind of see that you can kind of tell that they're grasses in the back, right? So when I pulled my lens back, I lost the compression. But when I pushed my lens forward, it gave me more compression, which gave me that creamier background. Now in this next bit, the bird went ahead and he jumped up on top of the deck, okay? At first my lens was actually fully extended, but then I did actually bump it back just a hair. But the background still managed to stay very creamy in the back. And the reason why that was is because when you look at the distance of what was behind him, it was very far away. So there are different ways that you can get that bokeh. Either you can compress by pushing in with your lens, or if the object behind the subject is further away, that will also go ahead and give you guys that creamy background. So needless to say, I hope this behind the scenes tips and tricks has helped you guys out, seeing lighting situations live with seeing the pictures that were actually came out of that. I hope that has inspired you, kind of given you some ideas, so that way when you're out in the field, you kind of know what you guys are actually looking for. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, if you guys want to make sure that you stay in contact with me, please make sure you guys visit my website, wiseimagesphotography.com. There's links down below. Also, I have Instagram, Facebook, and then I also have my newsletter. So if you guys want to sign up for my newsletter, you get a free 5 steps on how to improve your photography when you do go ahead and sign up. That link will be down below. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. And I want to say that you are awesome. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see you later, alligator.